G'day folks, just want to introduce you to a new fish tank I've got. Here's a Red Sea Max Nano. Yeah, Red Sea Max Nano. I know it's been a while since I've put anything on the channel. Fair bit's changed. Obviously got a new fish tank. The other two I had to get rid of them. 3-footer, the sump busted, had to put a bit of plastic in anyway. Long story short, it just all went to heck, so had to recolor a few, get rid of a few corals, so on and so forth. Not really worth getting into, but I moved houses, done a bunch of stuff, so I decided to get myself just a whole new fish tank, no longer DIY, just brand new, right out of the box, and I couldn't go anything better than with the Red Sea Max Nano. So this is my little tank. It's just a little 75 litre Max Nano with the new Max LED thingamajig. Pretty good light. I like it. Not as much sort of colour change as you can do with it, but from what I saw on a video on it, seems to be that they've programmed it so that way it is one and 2 and 3, and that's pretty much it. You know, blue, white, and then moon, and all the spectrums have been sort of file made so they grow corals and colour everything up really well, which since I've had this tank and had a lot of corals in here, a lot of corals have coloured up and grown really well, so I guess that's a bit of a tick on the old what's it called, description of the light and what it can do. But yeah, I've had this tank running for about 2 months now, and yeah, it's working really well. Like I said, everything's growing, everything's going nuts. Dosing it every single day, doing the cleaning every single week. I'm only doing like a 25% water change on it, and that seemed to be doing, oh sorry, not 25%, 25 litre water change, which I guess would be maybe a third of the water change, so pretty big I suppose. I don't do that every single week, but yeah, livestock's not very much, just a couple of peppermint shrimp, 2 clownfish, and then a orca dottyback, and then the rest of all the corals. It's got a bunch of SPS on top here. I don't know the names of all these guys, but I got a really nice and colourful SPS here, little acro. It's like pinks and reds and greens and a bit of blues. Little Monty there. Something I like doing is I like to just buy cheap corals, ones that just look like crap really, and I just like to put it in a tank and just see what they become. And a lot of times they become something really funky, something like a bit of colour. See, this guy here was just a bit of a dull green, and now he's got some sort of different hues going on. Where's he going? There he is. Got a couple of different hues on with him, and this one here has got kind of a bluish tinge. I've got them all brown. This little Monty, pods are starting to extend like crazy. This guy here was just purely brown. Now he's got some really bushy pods on him. That's just some type of, I thought it was a millie, I don't know what that is. But he is furry as heck. Kept a couple of Leptoceras up in the back there. They're growing like wildfire too. 1, 2, and 3. And this guy here is going absolutely berserk. He was literally just 2 twigs. Now he's got all these new branch coming off him. And yeah, I'll just give a quick rundown for the tank. Won't explain too much about it. Just a lot of sort of mixture. Got sort of little Zoa rock here, a couple of nice ones, Bam Bams, the Rastas, and then the other cows down there, random one here, cool little Cyphastria on it, with a bunch of candy canes, and yeah, just a nice crazy little tank. Everything seemed to get along just fine, except for these 2 clowns, but, well, they're clowns, so screw them. They'll do whatever the hell they want to do. Don't really care. They're kind of just in here. You know, I wanted them to sort of live in a couple of anemones I had in here, but the anemones just didn't do so well. I don't know why. There's two, well, start off as one, end up becoming two, and then now they've just completely disappeared. So these guys just like, yeah, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Got this little, I think it's called an X-Man, not entirely sure, but he's just hanging out down the bottom there, doing really well. Left to Australia, doing amazing. He's already, everything in here has pretty much begun grafting onto rocks, and it's only been like 2 months, less even, I think. And yeah, it's just going wild. I love this little Galaxia here. So the purple tips on them and the bluish tips. Just looks awesome. And then I actually snapped this guy off from down here when I did the move. And so he's managed to stick around and just grow on there. Still got me little porcelain crab here, how he's now having to live with this fuzzy morph, I think it's called, because he's lost his anemone. Poor little guy, but he's seeing me just fine. Hammer's growing amazing. He's starting to split into 3 heads. At night time you can see that a bit better. And then, yeah, you got the peppermints, you got the big old cabbage leather, I think it's called, that guy there. You don't see very many of them, in fact you don't see them at all. But you can see all the SPS, these guys here, they're starting to encrust onto the rock work, which is super duper cool. This guy here is even doing the same thing. He's looking super duper cool. My Duncan is just through the roof. He's just, look at this, he's getting new polyps just spurting out everywhere. This guy just won't stop growing. But yeah, no, very cool tank. You know, just got the old cabinet, not much going on for it, just dosing some Red Sea and other bits and pieces in there. Don't ever have to do anything with the pH always seems to be fine. You got, yeah, I use the what's it called? The auto top off thing that comes with it, the auto top reservoir. Just helps save a bit of power. Don't really need anything else. All I can do is just put a couple bits of water in there, and a couple cups of water in there, sorry, each day, and keeps nicely topped up. Protein skimmer does really well. I've got that dialed up so it's right on top, and as you can see, like as high as it gets on that thing there, and that is just cranking. Got a lot of waste inside of there. I've got the sponge, and I've actually cut a bit of sponge just in here, just to help reduce the noise, because it was getting a bit trickly and noisy. This whole thing here does get a bit noisy, so you have to kind of move around, and I figure that if you push it this way as far to this little sort of overflowing bit here, it helps stop the water trickling down. Where's my finger? Here, like down over that bit there. It stops the water trickling down there, which stops the trickling noise. So very silent. The only thing you can hear is the protein skimmer, which is that noisy. Not very noisy at all. But yeah, pretty cool tank. I love it. Love the growth, love the lighting, and I love the fish, I love the corals. Yeah, it's just super funky. So I guess I'll keep the updates going, and yeah, catch you guys later.